So today's mission is Macclesfield, have some mooch, a little mooch around at some bicycles. I don't really want to buy anything from Macclesfield, the Superbike Factory. I've bought stuff there before, but it's can't test ride stuff. Trying to get someone to just walk in there with the aim of I want to buy a bike, and then trying to find anybody to actually assist in that. It's just a pain in the arse. And they don't actually look after the bikes very well. Oh, that was sly, wasn't it? Oh, he almost caught me out then. I'm always a bit unsure about the whole, the side of the dual carriageway nod situation. But the first bike I bought, I didn't really have for that long, so it was alright. To be fair, from what I saw of it, from what I had it for, it didn't really have any issues. The second bike I bought, I was on the dual carriageway the day after I bought it, and the left-hand foot peg just fell off. Well, not fell off, like one of the bolts fell out, so I couldn't upshift, which was a bit of an annoyance. Oh god, this road. The third bike I got, I probably should have learnt my lesson by then, was it looked okay, but I had to rewire all of the lights. The guy who had it previously, he'd fitted some floodlights, but the bracket he mounted them on was so flimsy that go around a bumpy road and just could see the lights in the sign, the reflection, it would just strobe. So God knows what it was like for anyone I was driving behind, just getting absolutely hammered by disco lights. So when I was taking them off, they were wide in such a weird wonky way, and then when I was putting the heated grips on, oh god, no, I'm no electrician by any means, but that was a shit show and a half, that was. And I've walked around the shop floor before, and I've just seen bits of the bikes just hanging off, and I just don't think they'll leave everything on the bike broken, and unless you point it out to them, they won't fix it. What got me was, though, when I bought my SV off them, and I picked it up, the guy was sort of proudly telling me that they just replaced the fork seal because it was leaking, right? And just a little over a year, if that actually, because I stopped riding it for a few months because I bought this instead, and it failed an MOT for a leaky fork seal. So either they didn't do it or they did a shit job. So I don't know. I haven't got a huge amount of confidence in this. I keep saying sport bike shop, but that's a different. They sell gear with the Superbike Factory. What I do like is the fact that they've got huge selection, so you can really have a little nosy around different types of bikes. And normally what I do is I walk in and ignore modern classics. Basically I go to the sports tourers, mooch around and leave, and I've never really looked at any of the other bikes in there. So that's my plan today, is to have a nice little look around at the different types of bikes. And then, who knows, I'm tempted, depends on the weather, because it looks a bit shit really. So if it continues to be a bit meh, then I'm probably not going to bother my arse to go down to Peak District or anything. But if it gets a bit sunnier, then I'll see. I'll play it by the ears. Oh, I did notice actually, before I came out, I was checking my YouTube dashboard thing, and I'm up to 295 subscribers. And the thought popped into my head, well, one, that is mental, because I think it's just over a week or so since I did my 200 video. And I was like, oh, I'll have to do a 300 soon. And then I was like, oh, but what if it's this quick to get to 4 and then 5 and then 6? And I was just like, 300 is mental, because I started with none. But I was just like, 300 is no more important than 12, than 56, then 122. The number is always absolutely mind-blowing. I wonder if all these people with millions or whatever, do they even think of it anymore as or is it just like oh yeah, I've got a million subscribers, oh yeah, kiss my face. It's insane, absolutely insane to me. And I was just having a little look around the analytics and stuff like that, and I think returning viewers was 2,000, which again is absolutely the fact that someone could stumble over my videos once, have a nice time, enjoy it, it's funny, I'm an idiot, but that's good. But then to see it another video and go, oh, I'll have a look at this as well, or I just think that's fantastic. I genuinely think that's fantastic. I've got something in my eye. I'm not crying. I've genuinely got something in my eye. No. I never realised how sort of like, I'm thinking of the word affirming, but I'm not entirely sure that's the correct verbiage. And you see the same names pop up and interact that way. It's just nice. It's also like, you know, there's a little bit of a, I was going to say like incestuous community. That's a wrong connotation of that. But you know, when you see like different, like, you're watching motovloggers and they watch your stuff, and you're all sharing your experiences on the road. This is just absolutely garbage. What the hell? Because I say not at all mega bucks with thousands to spend, and I haven't got an overabundance of free time. So ability to travel around the UK and ride around some of these roads and buy different types of bikes all the time, I just don't have that. But what I can do is watch other people's videos and other people's experiences. And even if I watch a video and I'll be like, no, I don't think that's for me. But that decision without having to spend, you know, a huge amount of money on a bike that I probably wouldn't like. But at the same time, for instance, my current obsession with the Africa Twin, I would have just continued to dismiss that until watching like YouTube videos of people on them, and I was listening to the engine sound and watching them tear around. It's just, I don't know the words. What I do know is I drooled in my helmet and it's slowly making my cheek moist. I don't like that feeling at all. Sorry. Oh god. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? It's just nice to be nice. Blind Hill. Whoop. A lot of bikers out today. I mean, it's a Sunday, but the weather's not exactly fantastic. Definitely not as good as it was. Are they trying to cross, are they? I saw your face. I saw your no-nodding face. Shit, I should have given way. I can fit through. We all share the road, innit? We share it. Friends. Do you know, it feels like I'm the only one that still does that. Sometimes. The old little beep before you go over like a little bridge like that. So if I can't see anyone that's coming from the other direction, surely just a little beep beep let people know. But I mean, I didn't hear that van do it. Although I don't do it if I'm like, if there's someone in front of me, I will tuck in behind them on the basis that, well, it's not going to be my car getting hit or my bike getting hit. It'll be them. To be fair, my interpretation of the road rules are very loosey-goosey at best sometimes. Yeah, my rule of thumb would be to essentially not to be an inconvenience. You could argue that potentially crash into someone in high speed is a bit of an inconvenience, but in general I try not to pull out on someone or cut someone up or kind of normal car behaviour. I don't understand the reason behind a lot of people getting sort of fancy about bikes though. What I mean is, if a car not ignores bikes, but in terms of views a bike as a non-entity on the road, probably have a much more stress-free approach to driving. Any bikes don't count for traffic, so watching them filter past, it's not going to make your journey within that traffic jam any more or any less. It'll just always be what it was going to be. And if they filter to the front of a set of traffic lights, that bike will be gone before you've even, so it's not going to slow or impede you in any way, shape or form there. We damage the roads less because they're less heavy, lighter, that's the word, less emissions. Although, well, I don't know actually, because I was watching an old Mythbusters episode where they were recording the pollution of various bikes compared to cars, and in terms of like CO2 they were much better, but there were a lot of other gases that were higher in comparison. But from what I understood of the comment section was that was kind of before a lot of all the emission regulations for bikes came into play, so it's possibly not as much as it was. Are they pulling over or are they just going slow? It looks like they could be turning. Oh no, it's a cyclist. So bikes are just one of, like, the wind. The bikes are the wind, they exist. Got to be careful, and that's about it. Getting overly sort of mad at bikers, just a waste of energy. Getting mad in general is a waste of energy. Well, I'm quite good at faking it apparently. So much so that people are convinced that when I'm like ranting and raving about cars on the road that I am genuinely annoyed. Oh yeah, I was right though. My long video this morning, when I was just like having to go at all the cars for being on the wrong side of the road while being on driving into oncoming traffic myself. And people just didn't get it. They were going, no, the bike is in the wrong here. I was like, oh, of course I'm in the fucking wrong. I'm on the wrong side of the road. But yeah, I even said in the video that I'll put this online and see how many people take this seriously. Far too many people are they just don't get a joke these days. Everything has to be like taken at face value, and I think that's a bit of a problem. Lighten up. Shorts are just a weird thing anyway. I think you can build a YouTube career out of shorts because there's no watch hour link to it. I think it's just how many times people have watched. So you could just literally put a 10-second clip of anything and just have a little 10-minute rant, 10-second flagging someone off, or pop a ball out or something. Whee, bigger stuff. Look at how nice these roads are actually. Just chill out. I wonder if it'll be busy. I was speaking to a while back to the Superbike, one of the guys that worked there, and he was saying that they're looking to try and create a sort of like a bike and meet spot. But since I'm never on Facebook or anything, I don't really know how successful they have been. I don't know what fucking lane I'm supposed to be in. That looked like either holding a puppy or a child. I think that just one-upped Swiss's video of a guy on a bike playing on his phone. You could buy little seats. If it was a young child, it might. Do you know what? It was quite small, so I'm assuming it might have been an animal. Even then, you fall off the bike and that little. We'll call it creature for now, until I've reviewed the footage. That little creature is now flying out into traffic, just so I can get a better view of the road. That was nice, wasn't it? It's not this one. The next one, because this is a lie. I'll be honest with you, I was in my own little world there. Right, why is the sat nav just switched on me? I've got no idea. It said go left, so I'm going to go left. Ooh, sun's out. Glad I didn't opt for the mesh though. Ooh, not as warm as it could be. That's for sure. Oh, such a temptation on this road. Ooh. I will behave, I will behave, I will behave myself before I go to jail. I will behave, I will behave. I also have a feeling, on a road like this, there's going to be some filthy copper, sitting in a bush somewhere. Switch off engine. Or is it like people sleeping? Or dogging? Ooh. A cheeky bit of sunshine really tempted me to go further afield today. I'm so close to the Peak District at that point, so I may as well have a little look around. It'd be rude not to at this point. But I swear to God, if it breaks one single little drop, because I've not bought anything remotely waterproof at all with me. But the sun's trying its best. God bless it. Guten Tagen Blessen, Abracadabra. Is that the meme? Bloody song's getting my nerves, that's for sure. And now it's stuck in my head. Who chooses all these songs as well for the memes, the memes? I'm an hour away. God, I feel like I've been on the road forever. A lifetime. Ugh. I don't know if I said this already, but I won't be filming inside because I think that is just super weird. I just don't understand how people can do that. I mean, I watched Freddie Dobbs go around the Ace Cafe, just doing his own little documentary. I have got no idea. I'm assuming the people that worked there had no idea he was coming, but I'm assuming it happens quite a bit. Because they were just like, oh, it's just a guy with a camera. That happens quite, just talking away, just having a little conversation. I think some people have just got that sheer don't give a fuckery energy when it comes to that kind of thing. I think you're either oblivious or just sheer balls. Random bit of pulling out energy. Should we just whoop? It really does feel like I'm closer than the map's telling me. I won't actually check it that I'm going in the right direction. I'll just assume that I am, and hope I don't end up in the middle of nowhere. It'll be a fun little adventure for a while. Decent amount of fuel. Oh, put the aircon on. Ooh, it's getting a bit feisty. The sun's really trying to do its best. Super, you're looking at the Africa Coast Wind to almost missed me turning. Girth of them. Girth of them. Your bike's so wide you can no longer filter. You may as well just buy a car. People need to learn the dimensions of their car or vehicle in general. I think it's smaller than it is, or bigger than it is. In general, though, people tend to buy regular size cars. There's probably less room inside them, but the actual bulk of the car is just stupid. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going straight here, aren't I? Going straight. Straight to hell. I'm sassy. Ooh, saw this. Maisie, cross the ferry. Oh, I done that wrong. Ferry, cross the Maisie. Will he nod back? Thought he was wearing a sports bra then. He might be. Oh, this would be so much fun if it wasn't for all the other people. Why is that sign in Welsh? Or is it in Manc? The Mancunians have their own language. I'll be honest with you, I thought they might have done, but incomprehensible jibber jabber. Ooh, there's congestion, apparently. Looks like I'm about to filter. Ooh, it's a bit tight round here, isn't it? Dispatched.